technically graduated and should know what we're doing with their lives, but we don't, which I feel like is a crisis that everyone goes through, and you're just like, well, what do I do now? Hey everyone, and welcome to it. Today is like the first day of school that I am not going back to school for as like a graduate, and it feels kind of weird. I feel like plenty of other people have probably experienced this, like the first time after you graduate and everybody goes back to school and you're graduated and you're just like, well, what do I do now? And that's just kind of how I've been feeling lately, is like not quite sure what to do with my life next. So we're here to navigate the whole post-grad fogginess, I guess, together. I thought we would talk about it a little bit while I get ready. I have all my makeup here and my mirror, and we're gonna just do our makeup and everything while getting ready and talking about what the heck I'm gonna do next with my life. And I'm gonna like obviously talk about my makeup and stuff too. I just want to preface though, I'm not a makeup expert at all. I literally haven't known anything about makeup since middle school. I've just been trying my best, but this is what I do. So usually in the mornings I start out with putting these Pixie Detoxify Depuffing Eye Patches under my eyes. I already had them on. It's actually 2 p.m. I tried filming this earlier and my camera's died, so starting again. But this is what they look like. I love these ones. They're the only eye patches that I've actually really liked so far. And then eventually after that I do my makeup. So I'll start out with a moisturizer. I love this one by Tula, 24/7 moisturizer, but I'm all out of it. So I've had to be using this Summer Fridays jet lag mask in the meantime, but I have one of these coming to me in the mail, along with those like Drunk Elephant bronzing drops. I'm excited about those. If you guys have never met me, I'm Julia. I just graduated technically college, but it kind of feels weird. Like I never really got the closure of graduating because we chose not to walk right away. So we're actually like walking in the graduation ceremony in the spring, so like in May. We chose to do that because we wanted to walk with our friends and like take cap and gown pictures with them and everything. But then we just realized like a lot of our friends actually have to take an extra semester or an extra year, or they graduated early, so it's like we're not even gonna be able to walk with many people. So we probably should have just walked in December and gotten it over with. It would have been a shorter ceremony indoors, but you know what, that's all right. We made our decision. Too late now. I'll get to walk with Kylie at least, so I'm very excited because you guys know Kylie's like my best friend, so that'll be fun to be able to walk with her. And we have the same major and everything too, so we'll get to go to the same ceremonies. So we're kind of just like in this weird in-between period of our lives right now where we graduated but we're still here at college because we have our lease on our apartment until August of 2023. So hold on, the doggies are sleeping so cute right now. Oh my gosh, they're sleeping together. But yeah, so we're in this weird period in between time where we're not in college, but we're also still here and still like hanging out with our friends and everything because we didn't want to like short ourselves of a whole semester of the college experience after already losing like 3 semesters to COVID. So we're still here and like gonna hang out and go out with everyone on the weekends and everything. So I'm excited about that, but it just does feel really weird because like we graduated, like we should be moving on to what's next, a job, or at least figuring out what the heck we're gonna do after our lease in August. So it's just very weird overall, but real quick, I'm going in with this full coverage Too Faced Do You Fresh Glow Foundation. I don't know, I found it in my makeup bag from high school and I like it because it smells like watermelon. So it says full coverage, but I have been putting it on as light coverage, but I like to just literally put it on my fingers and then use my fingers to spread it out as if I'm putting on like sunscreen. That's how I go about putting on a lot of my makeup, and that's how I get it all smoothed out and evened out. I just don't even look in the mirror and I just keep going. So yeah, feels like we probably should already figure out what we're doing next, or looking into jobs, or if we're getting jobs, or if we're starting our own business. I don't know. It feels though like we are behind because everybody else is starting a new semester and we are technically graduated and should know what we're doing with our lives, but we don't. So, feels very weird, but I was talking with my sister and she said that I should treat it as almost like a gap semester where I shouldn't put so much pressure on ourselves to figure out what we're doing. So it's like, huh, you know, that's an interesting take on it. Gap semester where we kind of just chill, but I don't know. I am very motivated to like make money in my life and keep doing things, I guess. Like, I can't just take a break, if that makes sense. So I want to use this time to my advantage and get started on a business if we're wanting to start a business, or looking for jobs if we're wanting to get jobs. Oh, I don't know. And as I say we're, I'm talking about like Keegan and I, if that makes sense, my husband. Oh yeah, this thing I just did was Born This Way Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I don't even remember when I got half these products. Like, I think some of them are from high school and they're probably bad by now, which is not a good thing. I also don't really know what I'm doing, like, placement wise. Maybe I'll get my beauty blender wet to make this easier. Problem solved. But yeah, there's also just like a lot of outside pressure from people in our lives, people online asking what we're doing next and what our future plans are and everything, and when do we want kids, all that stuff, which not for a while. I feel like I've talked about that, but yeah, so it's kind of just hard because there's lots of pressure to figure everything out when we don't even know what we want to do. So lots of fun. I always thought that I would have my next steps planned out like before I graduated college. I always heard of people like getting their jobs like the semester before, even 2 semesters before they graduated. It's just kind of a hard area with the job that I do right now, which is YouTubing, influencing, I guess, because that does like pay the bills and everything and more. So I'm very blessed to be in the position I am in. It's just I kind of want to look into some other things and like have a job and kind of make my content around that job or this next phase of life instead of just my life. I'd like it to be like whatever the heck I'm doing next. Like for example, Anna Hyde, if you guys see her, she's with my management team actually. I've heard great things about her, never met her though, but she does a lot of her content over like being a nurse and also having a fun life and making her content about all of that, which I think is so fun. I love that type of content when the people I follow have a fun job. It's like fun to like look into what they're doing and all that kind of stuff and just see the behind the scenes of that. So I want to do something like that. I just don't know what job I would want to do, which I feel like is a crisis that everyone goes through when they first go to college. So I'm sitting here afterwards with my degree and still don't know what I want to do. But I did make a list of options, you guys, so get excited. Okay, next I do my blush, and I have a very extreme blush process because I love blush. I have the Rare Beauty blushes. This one is Bliss and this one is Happy. This one is like a matte vibe to it and this one isn't, so I'm gonna do this one because I'm not sure how I feel about the matte yet. I'm getting used to it. I just do like one dot there, one dot there. I already feel like that's a lot, so I'm gonna try and scoop some off. Okay. And then I use my finger and just move that where I think it goes. Trust the process. I look like a clown at first, but just trust the process. Use the beauty blender to kind of make it not as dramatic. Usually I just leave it there, but I like to sometimes go in with this NARS blush in the shade Orgasm. I love this stuff, it's awesome. Obviously I'm like running out. I also like to put some above my eyes like that. All right, good enough. Next is the highlighter. I use the Rare Beauty. My phone just fell. The Rare Beauty highlighter. This one is Mesmerize. I got it for Christmas. Okay, but anyways, back to the adulting life talk. I've just been feeling like so inspired and so ready lately to start something, some new venture. I don't know. Like I think like with this whole new year, I have finally felt ready to get back into the swing of things and be like motivated and start whatever is next for me, but I just literally don't know what that is. But to kind of like start and kick off my creative process that I'm hoping will come, I am redoing my office and kind of making like a transformation and like really completely transforming that space to be like a big inspiring bubble where I can really think and do great things. I don't know. So I'm excited about that. There's a whole video coming on it. I've been filming it this whole week because I've been slowly getting stuff in for the office. I have a box back there that's a new desk to be my coffee bar and I'm very excited about that. But I'm just so ready to have a space where I can be creative and really like think, and I'm really hoping that this space will like give me time to sit and think about what I want to do next with my life and like what I want to do with all my content and what I want to do moving forward after graduation and everything. So that's kind of my step right now that I'm taking, is redoing the office so that I can think about what's next, I guess. So I have just been feeling like I have all the time in the world now that I'm done with classes. I've just been getting so much done compared to what I was getting done during like this past semester or even past while since like COVID, I guess. I feel like during the peak of COVID, like when we were home, when my content was first blowing up, like I was so motivated and getting so much done and it was awesome. And then afterwards, I've just been like in a slump, I guess. So I feel like I'm just ready to move out of that now that I have all this time. And I feel like, I don't even know why, like I really had a lot of time when I was in school still. Like this past semester, I had so much time after the wedding, but for some reason I just like felt like this mental block and like stressed all the time because I was still in classes and doing homework that like I couldn't do anything else for some reason. So now that I'm done, I seriously feel like I have all the time in the world. I had a whole list of things that I have been procrastinating for the past like 6 months to a year because I felt like I couldn't do them because I was too busy with my schoolwork. And now these past like 3 weeks that I've been done with school, I've gotten like 3/4 of that list done. Like we have done so much. But yeah, okay, this mascara that I'm using is from Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions. It is awesome. I got it for Christmas and I had no idea what it was, but my family was all raving about it and I'm obsessed. If I'm doing eyeshadow ever, I have to do my mascara before because I get it all over, like my eyelids, and then I'm about to do my under eyes and I get it all over, so I have to do this first so that I can clean it up and not waste my efforts on eyeshadow. I don't know if I'll even do eyeshadow today though because it's kind of a lazy day and that's a little extra, but yeah, so feeling on top of the world, ready to get after it this year for 2023. I'm just feeling so motivated and excited. I just don't know what to do with all this inspiration because I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna give you guys some of my ideas of business ventures that I have come up with that I am interested in starting. I just don't know what to do because I low-key want to do them all, but I don't know if that'll be possible. And I think if I were wanting to do them all someday, I would have to start with one to start with and can't just start them all at the same time because that's just a little much. So the first one, I have actually talked about this a couple times, but I love coffee. As you guys know, I used to be a barista for like 3 to 4 years, and okay, this one actually splits off in 2 ways. First idea, to be a barista for a local coffee shop here in my college town just for like this semester until August for fun. They were hiring, I saw that they're hiring and I loved their place. Always wanted to work there like since my freshman year in college, but again, I just don't know if that's even worth my time. It's just more of like a passion, little fun thing on the side because I love interacting with people and I love coffee. I love making coffee and it would just be really fun. But then coming with that comes a lot of other things like having to take off work whenever we go travel, and I'd feel bad because we have a lot of trips planned this year, so I don't know. But then another thing that's fun is that since I don't go to school, a lot of their employees are students, so I could literally work all the other times that students are not able to work because they're at class, so I feel like that would be a good thing for them, which would be nice. And then the next thing I was considering is starting my own coffee shop. I've always wanted to do this. I feel like it'd be so fun, but my hometown, we literally have like 4 or 5 coffee shops, so there's not a need for it. And Keegan and I think we're gonna move back home or around home whenever we decide, whether that's in a year or 2 or this year, I don't know. So there's just not really much of a need for it in the market there. And again, that also just sounds like a lot of work. Like, I don't even know what steps to start with. So that's one idea. The next one would be like getting a property, renovating it and making an Airbnb or something like that. That seems like fun, but also, again, I literally don't know anything about renovating. I know nothing about renting to people. Seems like a lot of work, like having to hire a service to come in and clean after every stay. Like, there's like a lot of random things that stress me out about that, so I don't know. Oh yeah, and then for makeup, I just added this to my routine like 2 days ago. So I have this white eyeliner, and I saw this Alex Earl on TikTok. If you guys ever, I'm sure you've seen a lot about her. She's popping off on TikTok right now. But she uses like white eyeliner on her under eye, so I'm just gonna try it, but I'm gonna do a different method. I just do like the corners of my eye instead of the whole under eyelining. Again, this is like my super light makeup routine. This isn't like full, well, even this isn't even like super light. If it's super, super light, then all I'm doing is moisturizer and mascara and a little blush. But this is like medium, I guess. So I still have like a lot of products in that bag that I didn't even use because that's for like other full glam, whatever the heck you want to call it. I don't know. Lastly though, I just take this stuff. It is all broken because of traveling. It's been smashed, but I just take it and I put it in like the inner corners of my eye and really brighten that up. And then also I put it up here and then on my nose and right there. Okay, another little business thing that I also thought about. And I actually made my whole business plan over for my entrepreneurship class. That was like my senior class. We had to like start a business venture or come up with like a whole concept for it, but I made it. It's called Julia K Studios. I even came up with the name. But basically, it's just like videography for wedding events that aren't the wedding. So like I would come and take a video of your wedding dress shopping day and put that all together in like a cute little video. And same with like a bridal shower, I could come to that, make a little recap video of that, or your rehearsal dinner, stuff like that. I've just like my personal, like throughout my whole wedding planning process, I'm so happy to have videos from all those events. Even like the proposal itself, like I get to watch these videos whenever I want and be reminded of that time. So I just want other people to be able to experience that. So I think that would be kind of like a fun little thing on the side. Another one I've come up with, like again, these are all like big, like would probably take a few years to actually build up and do. But this one would be like creating my own like advertising agency of some sort. This is what I actually wanted to do originally with my degree when I first went into college. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a degree in advertising and a minor in entrepreneurial management because I want to have my own advertising agency or some sort of like social media manager thing where small businesses can come to me and I will jazz up their social media and help them out with all that stuff. That's also something I kind of thought would be fun to do. It's just like there's a lot of people and businesses of all these ideas that I'm naming that already kind of exist in my area, so I would feel bad kind of doing it even though I have the ideas for like years. There's just people that already do it, so I'd feel bad. I don't want it to look like I'm copying them, so I don't know. That one seems really fun though, advertising agency of my own where we could start that. And then branching off of that, I could work for someone as their like marketing director or social media manager or something like that. I also think it'd be really fun to be an influencer manager. Not sure if I'm allowed to do that based on like me already being an influencer, but someday I think that'd be really fun to be like a talent manager and kind of like be in charge of finding partnerships for people and everything. There's just so many cool things out there. I want to do them all. So yeah, that's a lot of my ideas. If you guys think any of them are really good, help me out with some feedback because I don't know what to do with my life. Obviously, I feel like everybody goes through this in their life, at least in high school when they're making you choose what college you want to go for and what like degree you want to try for. So back to square one. The Taylor Swift song, Nothing New, literally applies here. How does a person know everything at 18 but nothing at 22? Hello. Loving the post-grad life though. So happy I don't have to go back to school today or do any homework or see another syllabus ever again. Knock on wood. If I go back for my master's or whatever the heck, I don't know. But it is really nice being completely done, but it's also stressful. Because again, what now? What do I do now? So yeah, for now, like I said, I am going to be continuing YouTube. Might go back to posting like 2 times a week, maybe 3 if I'm feeling out there. I don't know if that'll ever happen again. I don't know how I did that during COVID, like 3 days a week. That's insane. Like I would stay up overnight, like till 4 or 5 a.m. editing videos 2 or 3 times a week to get videos out for you guys. Like I was insane. I don't know how I did that, but maybe I'll have to get back on that grind. I don't know. But I will be continuing YouTube, all that good stuff for now while working on some sort of next step, some sort of plan. That's just my personal like career plans, stress of what I don't know what to do now. We're not even going to talk about what the heck our living situation is next year for Keegan and I because we don't know where we're going to move. We've got 8 months to figure that out, but we'll worry about that a different day. Another vlog where I am brain dumping to you guys like I just did. Okay, but the makeup is all done. Got a nice little glow going on. And my hair actually today isn't making me upset. My natural hair normally isn't very pretty when it's dried. It's like all wonky and wavy and everything, but today it actually worked out nice. I used a different shampoo last night, so it's all actually like soft and not a crazy wave to it. So I think I'm just gonna leave it like this today instead of curling it or straightening it. Not really doing anything crazy today. I'm just sitting around the house talking to you guys, and now I'm gonna go edit a video, but my outfit is just this crew neck from White Fox, and then these pants from H&M, I think, a while ago, but I love them. But if you're curious what I'm doing the rest of my first day of not school, I am filming this video, putting together this desk behind me, I'm editing my bridal shower video, and then I might also film another video of like my 2023 goals and resolutions. I think that'd be kind of like a fun little reset vlog to do. I don't know. But just a reminder, I do have these notebooks still for sale. They're like a weekly planner. They're so cute. If you're interested in getting one, I would recommend getting it sooner than later because we might be almost out of them, I'm not sure. But this is what it looks like. So cute! And this is what I love. I love it. I designed it. I'm so excited for next week because we're going to San Diego for Lauren's baby shower, so I'm excited to get to traveling this year. I'm so excited! Okay, I'll talk about that more, I'm sure, in this next vlog that I was talking about filming about 2023 goals, because that's one of our goals this year, is to travel more. So I'll go into more of that in that video. I'm also going to link all of the makeup I used in this video and everything down in the description if you're interested in getting any of it. But that's about it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching, and happy first day of school, or first week of school for all of you that are starting. You guys are gonna kill this last semester. I believe in you. You're gonna do it great. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.